We're now joined live by Dave Phillips, senior climatologist for Environment Canada. Dave, we thought that it was over, but
I tell you, what a wild winter week has been. I mean, we began last Saturday with a record amount. I mean, we hadn't seen that much snow in 2 years last Saturday. And midweek, we got about 26 centimeters of snow. And I saw 33 centimeters sitting at Pearson at the ground. And I mean, that is something we haven't seen in 6 years. And if we get the amounts on the weekend as forecasted, we could end up within 1 week, a half a winter's worth of snow in the Toronto area. And so it's just relentless. And the month of February has been particularly tough. And in the backdrop of all that snow, it's been cold, cold, and cold. And it's going to stay cold. This week coming up, we could see wind chills of minus 25, minus 35. But there is some good news at the end of the tunnel. But we got to deal with all of this snow right now. And if nature just gave you what you got normally, well, we'd have well above that. We've had so far about 94 centimeters of snow, about 30% more snow than we normally would get for this time. And typically, from this point on, we still get, guys, about 35 centimeters, or about a third of our annual snowfall occurs after Valentine's Day. So, hey, we're not going to finish shoveling, plowing, and pushing. It's still there.
Dave, I'm laughing because I remember, talking about this, right? This is the most snow that we've gotten in, the past 3 years, right? I remember having to shovel the car out so that I could drive to work in the snow. Talk about a little bit upset. Yes, I was right there. Listen, with this snowfall that's coming this weekend,
yes.
Are we going to be breaking any records?
I don't think so. We'd have to get up to there almost close to 200 centimeters to break record. Now, hey, the winter's not over. We still got about a third of the winter to go. But, the other issue on the weekend is the strong winds. The snow could start falling tomorrow about noon hour. Not a lot, most of it as on Sunday, but the winds are going to be, gusting up to 40, so it's going to be blowing and drifting around. And when you got snow sitting on the ground as much as we have, the new snow on top of it, boy, it doesn't take much to dislodge that snow and redistribute it. So you're going to have to plow it and push it and shovel it 2 or 3 times before it settles down. It really is. And what makes it so unusual? We actually began the winter on a slow note. We didn't get any snow until December. So all of the snow that we've got has been really in December, and then we lost it all between Christmas and New Year's, and so we've gained it all back since January. And so it's really been a lot. And but one thing I like about snow, it covers all of the blemishes of Toronto. It's just a winter wonderland out there, and so your ugly lawn doesn't looks just as good as your neighbors under this kind of a situation.
Okay, so Dave, with this snow in mind that's coming this weekend, what
Yes.
areas are you looking at which will get a little bit more than others?
Yeah, I think the thing is, this is a Pacific system. Hit California, it's coming northward. It's picked up moisture from the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, whatever you want to call it. And then it is coming across the northeastern part of the United States and bumping into that cold air. And so we haven't had a lot of these large weather systems. But this week we've had them from Colorado, Texas, and now the Pacific coast. So I think what often this kind of snow brings, it brings the same amount of snow from Windsor to Ottawa. So you can't escape it. Now, we're also seeing in the lake effect country where I live, my gosh, they've had almost double the amount of snow, and not from systems from the south, just from locally produced. And so they're going to see some more snow added to that. So if you think it's bad in Toronto, just to the north, it's a lot more snow, but my gosh, it's a winter wonderland. The skiers are happy. Snowmobilers have never had a better year. And to think that we didn't have anything last year. So this is just nature making up for what a lot of outdoor enthusiasts called it a bummer of a winter last year. This is a really wonderful one.
All right, you know what? We'll take it. Senior climatologist for Environment Canada, Dave Phillips. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye-bye.